Outer world is not in my control, 100%. Inner world in my control? Then why are we here on a Saturday afternoon? If inner world is in my control, there's peace. Then we don't need to be here to say, I want peace. If inner world is in my control, then when the phone rang, I had a choice how to think. But I have that choice, I have that power. But when I don't use that choice, I don't consciously create the inner world to create the thought which is right. I just react to what is happening outside. Even in our sleep, we are creating thoughts. Ever experienced a disturbed sleep? Disturbed sleep? How many have experienced a disturbed sleep? That means nothing wrong is happening outside around me at that time. But I'm still creating wrong energy inside. And who will be able to create wrong disturbance and disturbing energy during the sleep? Who will be able to do that? The ones who have created it during the day in the awake state. And so it will not happen every day. But on a particular day when you have created too much noise inside due to whatever situation outside, and then when you go to sleep, all that noise will replay. And that noise replays, and when that noise replays, we wake up in the middle of the night or we wake up in the morning. How many of us wake up in the morning not very fresh? After 7, 8 hours of sleep. And the sign of waking up not fresh is wanting to sleep 5 minutes more. Yes. If there was stillness here, it was stillness here during the day, then during the night, deep stillness. And if there is deep stillness in my sleep, how will you wake up? Just visualize deep stillness during the sleep. How would you wake up in the morning? Would you wake up like this? Oh, already? Don't want to. Then press the snooze button. Then try to experience that stillness in 5 minutes, which was not happening in the last 7 hours. Because that is what sleep was for, right? Sleep was for rest. Rest where? Rest not just in the body, but sleep was for rest here. Because during the day, lot of activity. But if there is too much activity during the day, there is no switch by which I say, okay, switch off because I am going to sleep. And especially not in an era where we super activate our mind before going to sleep nowadays. By doing what? So we know what we do. So as if the noise during the day was not enough. Then in the name of, I need peace for some time, because there's so much happening during the day, now I want to de-stress. And de-stress means I want to experience peace. And to experience peace, what do? So first, during the day, my mind was responding to real life situations. Real life situations, right? Whether it's situations at home, at work, or in the world. But after my mind got tired of responding to real life situations, now my mind started responding to real life situations. Someone's script, someone's story, someone's drama. Do you think that mind really needed to do that after that entire day of creating so much noise? So the first homework today, which is the easiest to do. So that's going to be the first one. And what is that first one? After the mind is tired, responding to so much that's happening, the drama around me in my life, please don't subject your mind to other drama before going to sleep. It's too much for this. It is too much for this mind to handle this. And that is why then the drama goes on also during sleep. which means there's noise here even during we are sleeping. There's no stillness. And that's why we are not experiencing deep sleep. And when we don't experience deep sleep, we don't wake up fresh. We sleep longer now. Aren't we sleeping longer now? How many hours do we sleep? Average? 8? 10? Where is the time to sleep for 10 hours? But okay, chalo 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The more the noise, simple logic, the more the noise, which means the more tired the mind is thinking, the longer I need to rest. The longer I need to rest. But how long can I keep on resting? Because in my sleep also I am not resting. So physically I am resting, but the mind is active even during my sleep because my mind processes everything that it created during the day and especially what it consumed during the night just before going to sleep. So can we gift ourselves this one habit today? Which is very easy. The rest ones will be deeper, but this is very easy. And what is that one simple habit? Tell yourself, I have enough drama in my life. I don't want to consume any more drama with a belief system that this someone's written drama will actually give me peace from my own drama of life. Because we consume it only with that perception. Na? This is my time. So my time is very important. My time should be used for silencing these thoughts rather than. So can we create this one simple habit today? And what is that one simple habit? No drama. Use that time just before going to sleep to not increase the speed of thoughts, but to actually slow down. One simple, Hanji, no news anytime. Why at night? Why at night? We already know what's happening in the world. Even if we don't want to know, someone will come and tell us, you heard what happened. That's enough to have the information. Definitely, the mind right now does not have the strength to watch the visual, to create, to see those emotions being repeatedly created, and then to have debates on those topics. The news is just information. Such and such a thing has happened in this part of the world. Even that the mind does not have the strength right now because my mind was not able to create the right thought for one ringtone. No, so this is reality check, right? This is a reality check that I was not able to understand the reason how someone could have their phone on. Then how is my mind going to understand how people can do what they are doing in the world? So if my mind created noise for one ringtone, imagine how much noise my mind will create about what's happening in the world. But the world has taught us that we need to be informed about what's happening in the outer world. Because if you go to work tomorrow, no, Monday morning, and somebody says, do you know what happened yesterday? And if you say, no, I don't know what happened. You don't know what happened, you're wrong. So just so that the world should not see me as wrong, I consume everything so that tomorrow I am projected as well informed. Don't need to. You know what the truth is? The more we will consume the outer world, the more my inner world will be of the same quality as the outer world. And the more my inner world is the same quality as the outer world, the more the outer world will become that what I don't want it to be. What was the equation? Who is creating who? The outer world is creating the inner world, or the inner world is creating the outer world? Who's creating who? The outer world is creating the inner world, or the inner world is creating the outer world? Who's creating who? So now just visualize something really, really, really big, which the whole world believes is wrong, happens in the outer world. In one part of the world. It can happen in one small town in some country, in some one part of the world. But because of media, and now not just the news which is going to come at 9 o'clock in the night, but it comes to us the next minute. Right? So see what is escalating what we actually wanted to finish in the world. So here in one part of the world, something happens. One person out of the 800 billion population of the planet does something which was wrong. Information of that is there on every phone within few seconds, few minutes. One person did that what was not right, and now everybody read it, watched it, discussed it, phone. Watched it, read it, discussed it, forwarded it. And everyone, like one phone rang and we all said wrong. Right? One phone rang, we all said wrong. And when we all said wrong, what's the energy just got created in the hall? Wrong, 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 wrong. And when so much of this energy of wrong, wrong, wrong gets created in the hall, more phones will ring. And that is what's happening in the world. So when something not right happens, and the equation is the inner world creates the outer world, then when something not right happens in the outer world, what is the responsibility of the inner world? What's the responsibility of the inner world? And this outer world, you don't necessarily need to consider the planet. Just look at your home. Just look at your workplace. One thing happens which is not right. What is the responsibility of the inner world? What is the responsibility of the inner world, since the inner world creates the outer world? Something not right happened in the outer world. What's the responsibility of the inner world? Okay, let's say chaos in the outer world this morning. What's the responsibility of the inner world? One situation of chaos. Here is my inner world. My inner world desires this world to be peaceful. Equation is that my inner world creates this outer world. There was one situation of chaos here. What's the responsibility of the inner world? Right. To create calm, to create peace, to create power, to create blessings, to create prayer, to meditate. And create so much peace and power on the planet that one wrong gets healed and no wrong ever happens after that. But we are not using that power we have. And when we get that information of one wrong that happened in the outer world, very soon millions and billions of minds are saying wrong, 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 and then discussing and discussing and discussing about that wrong. And after discussing the entire day, then in the night listening to other people discussing on news channels. And we are listening and speaking and saying the same thing again, 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 again. And we're saying it's natural to speak like this, it's natural to think like this because that one person did wrong. And what did we do the rest of the day? And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And when we create all that chaos in the inner world and we bring it into our words and we discuss it and we write about it and we post it and we do everything, saying that we are creating a solution. If we were able to create solutions, then those things should have never happened again. Right? So get the equation right. In order for me to create a peaceful world, I will have to first create a peaceful mind. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to know what's happening in the world. It doesn't mean I say like I don't want to know what's happening in the in the world. I will know what's happening in the world even if I don't want to know. It's just not possible not to know now what's happening in the world. But like we said, here is something which didn't go right. What should I immediately do? What can I immediately do to heal the world? We can't just sit back watching all that and say, oh, who will create peace in the world? What is so and so doing? What is they doing? What are they doing? What am I doing? So second homework of today. Every time, which is almost every day we hear something happening. Here comes the piece of information. Here comes the piece of news. Take 30 seconds and pray or meditate for them. Can we do that? Can we do that? Who's ready to do that from today? Is it easy? Difficult? We spend hours thinking and talking about it. We don't need to do it. We don't need to think and talk about the same energy which we believe is wrong. Then why are we creating more and more and more of that energy? We need to create the energy which will heal that so that more of that does not happen. So every time we receive a piece of information which was not correct, let us take 30 seconds. Let us pause for just 1 minute and create right, pure, peaceful, powerful vibrations for them. Can we do that? Can we do that? Yes? Can we pray specifically for them? Who would we pray for? The one who was wronged or the one who did the wrong? Who will we pray for? Because in most situations, one was wronged and the other was wrong. So who should the prayer be for? One was wronged, the other was wrong, and a lot of people are in pain because of that. So 3. Who should we meditate for? Always, always make that a rule. We are not going to meditate and pray only for the one who was wronged. That of course is very important. And the one who was the wrong act. Is that person, is that soul also in pain? The one who was wronged is in pain. The one who did the wrong, are they in pain? Are they in pain or they are the cause of the pain? Are they in pain or are they the cause of the pain? They are in pain, that is why they became the cause of the pain. If they were a happy self, peaceful, powerful, pure, contented self, they would not do anything that will cause pain. So I have to be in emotional pain myself to be able to indulge in something which will create emotional pain outside.